But how can solve this matter? Is that I think the U.S. The most the study the policy. I believe that the Marshall Plan. You know the Marshall Plan. After finishing the World War II, the Marshal, the National Security Security Officer, the expressed that, and then for the not proliferation of the communism, the U.S. The totally the benevolently support the liberal the nation or country, and then the U.S. Is supported well, and then Churchill praised the U.S. president. So what it means in this time, I think the U.S. need the other plan to move on of these hostile nations to be the combined in the world order. Actually the U.S. value. I think the first is the democracy, and second is liberalism. But actually, the American value is very, very important. I also fully agree with that, and that I'm very proud of the U.S. nation to keep the world, the peace and the stability. But those two values is necessary in the advanced or modernized society, not the extremely impoverished nation, such as the situation of the North Korean. So actually, the Korea was developed by the dictatorship. So after the solved the eating matter, the Korean people, or generally the society's societal desire was changed to the democratize of this nation, and this is a general course. But the American value is not support such a the very primitive value. So I think the Barack Obama need the other way around. Exactly, there is the unique value, so-called the UN value. I mean, you know the UN value. Basically, they the call that the humanitarian support, humanity, and secondly the mutual interest, and third one is the world order, or the following to the world society or world law, international law. So those kind of things can be adapted to the North Korea. This is not the American value. This is a general common value. So the Barack Obama said he doesn't try to hoist the American value to other nation. Actually, those the drive is exactly right. So sometimes I think the sixth party is a little bit which is that something lack of consensus. I mean, it is something lack of important things. So which is that the UN General Ban Ki-moon. Actually, those the United Nations value. I think it's also very explicitly or equivalent to the American value. I believe so, because the U.S. people is getting generated, and then the Barack Obama's main policy, or the making this world peacefully is driven from this general value, not by the hoisted value of American value. I think so. So actually, the dealing the North Korea is difficult, but the UN value is very approachable, and if the the North Korean leader or their people follow to the general value or UN value, in that case, the U.S. Can direct support them, and then as if the new Marshall Plan, yeah. It means it can affect the Myanmar. The Myanmar also was sanctioned by U.S. by the name of this a little bit Martian Plan style sanction. Those the general peoples was severely impoverished. It criticized. It was criticized many the related nations surrounded this Myanmar country. To the U.S. nations. So those countries also can be adopted. If the Myanmar, the dictator, the fragile to follow the international law, in that case, U.S. The nation or the big countries can subsidize them. It is exactly means that to hoist the American value, but only the subsidy is driven from such a giving up the dictatorial way or governorship. It is directly meaning that their peoples was just not protected by the global world society. So those countries, especially the North Korea, people was severely brainwashed as if the war situation is long time trauma made them. So if the North Korean leader was gone away or pass away, in that case, I think it is similar to the hand of North Korean nation. I think so, because they were brainwashed, and then they possess the big, very detrimental the missile or so. Believing the parentship is basic way to figure out this problem. I think so. Somebody's called that the Kim Jong-il just make the people impoverished and unnourished, and then just the hungry situation. But I don't think so. The conservative people's voice is that the Kim Jong-il achieved well for national security. There are two voices. It was separated. It must be understood by these two ways. I think the North Korean, the Kim Jong-il also tried to develop the nation in Sinŭiju area. It was hamstrung by the Chinese, the malicious attempt, and detained the magistrate, which is designated by the Kim Jong-il, and he also after then the Kim Jong-il just dropped down such a ambition to develop the nation, but the basic ambition to develop the nation for the people is ongoing. I think so, as if the Park Chung-hee did. It is something different to compare between the Park Chung-hee and Kim Jong-il. But the North Korea, in their eye, in their perspective view, is that the Kim Jong-il is a dear leader. If the Kim Jong-il was gone away, then there is no national keeper, no the believable or the discreet leader. They don't have. That's the problem. It's a totally different eyes or perspective view we had generally. But if the Obama want to solve out this problem, the respect or admire the other's leader is very important. But I think he has a strong friendship, I believe.